Market update here on the 8th. So the trade that I laid out earlier didn't go exactly as planned, but that's just the way it goes. I actually made profit on my calls. Let's go here on lower time frames. So on the calls, I had a entry of around here, around 412 to 410.90. And then I made that video earlier. I said that if we looks corrected to me, I'm going to sell around 412.50. That's what I did. I sold right around in here for a very small gain. Still holding my QQQ. I'm down a bit on that, down about 50 cents. I'm not really worried about it. And I was looking at this and trying to figure out exactly what this pattern is now, because this is already retraced. It hasn't retraced to the 0.78 fib yet. So this can still go down lower to 409.45. I think it was TQQQ. It's pretty far down there. QQQ is the same. But SPY, if it's a second wave, it can come down here to 409.41. Usually if it goes past the 0.78 fib, it's invalid. So we'll have to watch tomorrow and see if what happens. But I think based on this move right here, if I go into the timing of all this, I have it as labeled A, B, C. And if you wonder why I don't think this is a 5-wave move, I mean, you can draw a parallel line. It's very, way, not even close. So it's definitely ABC. And then we get this move right here, which I think is the beginning of a B wave. So we're going to label this A, and then we get this move right here, which you could say, is this the whole B wave right here? It's not, because this is another corrective wave right here. And also the timing of this. The timing of this is about 2 hours and 50 minutes. And so this would be invalid because it's so short compared to the A wave. So we get a corrective wave here. So I think this is definitely, most likely, A, B. And tomorrow I would look for a C wave up in here. After that, it probably is going to fall. And that's what I'm going to get into here in just a second. So I would look for a move up here. This came past the start of the A wave. So I'm looking for something maybe a little bit higher than the A wave, potentially shorter too. Maybe up here to 413. Maybe just the top here at 412.50. And then that would end the overall B wave. And so we can look at this also. This is at 10:35. It went all the way to 14:15. So that's about, what is that, like 3 hours and 40 minutes. So cut that in half. That's about an hour and 45 minutes. I would expect this move to be done probably sometime in the first hour. I guess if I'm guessing the timing, it should be pretty explosive up here. That's my guess. It's not always going to be correct, but that's what I would expect, a C wave up here to 412.50 to 413. And then, if that's A, and the whole thing is A, B, we would expect another move down here for a C wave. So then zooming out here on higher time frames and looking at the whole move, let's go to 30 minutes. The only thing that makes sense to me is A, B, C, and then this is A, B, C right here. It doesn't make sense to me if I labeled it like this. And I'll tell you why, because this is an impulsive wave, so it can't be the B wave. And so this makes more sense where the whole thing is A, B, impulsive wave, C wave down. Shorter, about half the time or way less than the A and the B waves. So, and I need to go over that time relationship website that has all the time relationships between all the waves. Again, to make sure everything's correct. But if this is impulsive, it can't be a B wave, so I'm pretty sure on that. So that means this whole move is finished then. So the whole move is A, B, C. So I guess that's A. And then we get this big move right here. So that's impulsive, so we got to label that A. And then this is corrective, so it's got to be B. And so if this whole thing is A, B, C, depending on where it ends, if it comes down here, I'm expecting another move higher. Probably going to get something to the very top at 418. And then overall, that's only going to be the B wave. And so we could just be looking at a flat here. The whole thing would end up being, again, A, something like that, and then we would go higher. So that's kind of my breakdown. This B wave is going to take a while, I think. So we might bounce tomorrow, go down, and then go up, and it might take longer than this. So it might take like a week. We started on yesterday, so we might be doing this into next week, and then selling off maybe into OPEX. So that's what I see on SPY, and I'll be looking to probably get out if we go up here to 413 on my TQQQ, and if not, then again my stop loss is still down here. But if it ends up being a B wave, then I might give it a little bit of leeway. We'll see. So that's what I see on SPY, and then zooming out, if that's the case, then we're looking at this again as A, B, and then I would expect this to finally happen. Maybe going into late February, something like that. So, and that would be the top of this move that started in December 22nd, this move at least. I don't know if that's the top of this whole move from October, but it would be the top of this move right here. So that's SPY. It's a long talk on SPY. Same thing on this as well. This is what I'm in. QQQ is the exact same thing. Not going to really go over that much, but the target is still 321. And I'm expecting the same thing. We get A, B, C up here. Okay, so that's QQQ. The VIX was actually up a little bit today. IWM is a little bit different. I think IWM might have topped. Here's the difference. SPY, you look at this. I don't know if it's necessarily going to hit the top of this line, but it's still in the middle at least. QQQ, same thing. It's a little bit different too, but it's not hit its 1.61 fib yet. IWM though, hit the top of the parallel line. I guess it didn't hit the 1.61 yet either. So maybe this will actually go outside of its parallel line, or it's finished right here. I have a fourth wave drawn right here. Maybe it comes up here to 205, 206. But again, parallel lines are usually pretty good at predicting the top. So, and if you zoom in here, if you zoom in here a little bit, it looks to me potentially a 5-wave move. It needs to come down a little bit more, but it has everything for a 5-wave move. If that's the case, it could be up top right here at 200. So IWM, Apple. Apple, same thing as SPY in my opinion. Looking for this chop. So A, B over here somewhere, and then a C wave higher. 162 is the target. That is the 1.61 fib of the A wave. Right here. Microsoft, a little bit different too. I think this is actually a 5-wave move from from here. So we get A, B, C. It actually hit one of the targets I had today at early in the morning, 276, and then backed off. But I think that might be a 4th wave. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up here. So the stock that did horrible earnings might be the biggest gainer from January. And we can verify this move by clearly outside the parallel line, 3rd wave. I would expect I don't know if it has to go outside this parallel line, but it could, considering that SPY might go lower. But I think it already hit the 0.23 fib. Exactly. So it's ready to go up if it wants to, or it can keep on coming down here to a little bit lower, all the way to 259. And then I'm expecting, again, if you use fibs, based on where it's at now, right where my target is, 292. And 292 is the 1.61 fib of the A wave. So getting close, but maybe more upside. Excuse me. Tesla. Tesla did what we talked about. That ended up being a 4th wave. And so we get 1, 2. This ends up being the 3rd wave right here. Then we get this is a 4th wave right here, I think. Let me zoom in. Yeah, it's got to be one of these. I think it's actually right here. It looks like an impulsive move, though. Regardless, whatever it is, we can just use our fibs. And target 206 to 210. So Tesla is about topped out. If we zoom out on the daily time frame, I think there's a moving average around there. Yeah, it's a little bit high. 227. It could go to 227, I guess. But 206 to 210 would be my target. So again, SPY, I'm looking for tomorrow in summary, I'm looking for it to come up a little bit higher tomorrow early in the morning and then sell off. That's my base case. If it ends up being a first and a short C wave, a short C wave on the second wave, then it'd be the same game plan I went over earlier. So I'm pretty much holding because this is a very corrective wave, and I think we have not hit the top yet. So target on that is, again, 425 to 430. That's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. If you like the content, then subscribe, and let me know if you have any tickers you want to be looked at. That's it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.